What's up guys, Sleepy here, and today we are going to be doing my top 5 personal favorite dark types. Now this is kind of with the whole Halloween theme, and this is actually my first time ever recording anything in my new studio-esque place. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen pictures of me setting this up. Might do a video about it, but it's not really anything special, but it's a little studio thing. It's pretty empty, so there is there's kind of like an echo right now. I don't know if you can really hear that in the video, but you know, it's pretty exciting. That's why there hasn't been videos up lately, is because I'm currently setting this up, moving into this place, and my computer's kind of broken, so like I can currently only use XSplit to record, which I use for top 5s anyway, so that's fine. So before we start, I would like to urge you to leave a like for no good reason on this video, as well as go to the comment section down below and please tell me your personal top 5 dark types. I would like you to do that before we start, because I feel like if you do it before we start, then like my decisions won't have influenced yours, and I can really see your raw top 5, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Zoroark being in this pretty thumbnail might influence you a little, but you know, I'm just saying, like off the top of your head, what are your top 5 favorites? Or maybe go on Bulbapedia and look at dark types and tell me. I did dark types because it does fit in with the Halloween theme we're going for here. A lot of people were like, yo, do like Pokédex entries, spooky Pokédex entries, and honestly, I feel like a lot of those are just the same over and over. I might do like my top 5 favorite spooky Pokédex entries, but for the most part, they're pretty lame. And they kind of fit. You'll see with some of the dex entries we get in this one that these can get pretty wild. Number 5 is Sableye. Now, Mega Sableye, I put them kind of hand in hand. This Sableye is super adorable to me. I always found him really interesting because his eyes are jewels, which is that's pretty unique-ish if I do say so myself. I think his eyes being jewels kind of, it just makes him cool. I don't know, and he sees through them. This is a very nice picture, by the way. I used a lot of this guy's art for this one specifically. Mega Sableye, just very, very interesting. I like that his belly button little piercing thing, actually, it's not a piercing, but his belly button thing pops out, and that becomes his shield. And surprisingly, it actually basically, like, what? Quantuples in size? That's not a word. But it gets huge. And look at his weight. The first weight is his normal weight, and then the second weight is his mega weight. That's a big change. He gets magic bounce in his mega. Now this is our first time ever actually having a mega in this top 5 layout style. So I have done like the dual stats for different forms before, but this time it's like real mega life. I think this is pretty cool. I think Sableye is pretty cool. I really like that he basically sits in dark caves and eats jewels. I mean, he has eyes, but he's blind. He's essentially blind. Kind of seems like he uses like some kind of echolocation or something like that. He kind of feels the ground, you know, like a Avatar kind of what's her face thing. That girl that feels the ground. She's an earthbender. I forget her name off the top of my head, but basically like that. Kind of feel like that. So I feel like he's really cool that he can do that. I really like his mega. I just really like his mega. I think they did a good job. Even though he like barely changes really, but it's like those subtle changes that really give the feel of a mega more so than an evolution. It doesn't feel like an evolution, which some megas do feel like an evolution. This doesn't feel like an evolution. This feels like a mega. It feels like he got powered up. He's not a whole new guy. He's just a powerful Sableye. And I like that. I like that in his mega. So I feel like the mega really helps him boost him up to the top 5. Now let's go on to top 4. Zoroark. Now, obviously, Zoroark was in the thumbnail, and when I put someone in the thumbnail, that usually means they're going to be somewhere, not top 1. I'll never put top 1 in the public thumbnail, because then you guys are going to be like, yo, spoiler, but like, top 4 is Zoroark. I think Zoroark is really cool. He's kind of overhyped. A personal opinion, he's kind of overhyped, but he is number 4 on my top 5 list, so I'm a little hyped for him too. He has the ability to turn into anything, to trick people to think that he does illusions, and people will think these crazy things. In Black 2, White 2, I believe, maybe it was the first Black White, he basically turned an entire area into like a camper, and it was just woods, and he made it a camper with him as the person in it. That was pretty crazy. I mean, he had a movie where he basically became the legendary dogs. I mean, technically it was a female, which actually, I think it's like 12% chance to be female. Mostly male species. But, that was interesting. She could just do anything, make you think anything, and it's very unique. It's a very unique ability to have, is the ability to fool people with these illusions. And I feel like that really kind of... When I look at top 5, I'm not looking at most powerful or most edgy or most cool. I like interesting Pokemon. Pokemon that are really interesting to me. Personal favorites are ones that are just less boring in a way. And that's a good segue into our third. Cacturne. Now, Cacturne, a lot of you would argue, wow, he's pretty boring. No. Cacturne is cool. He's a cactus. He's like a scarecrow thing. His Japanese name is Noctis, which is pretty badass. I mean, he's got like pretty decent stats, actually. He's pretty cool. And look at this dex description. If a traveler is going through a desert in the thick of night, Cacturne will follow in a ragtag group. The Pokemon are biding their time, waiting for the traveler to tire and become incapable of moving. This kid's trying to track you down and murder you in the night after you're too tired to run. That's what he's looking for. Another dex entry that isn't on this layout, but it does say that they've been in these harsh desert environments for thousands of years, so much so that their blood has basically become sand. I mean, he's a cactus, so, you know. But, it's just, they don't move during the day. That's also interesting, is the fact that they just look like a cactus during the day, and then at night they come alive and stalk people and do this crazy stuff. I feel like he's really interesting to me. I'm a big fan of Cacturne. I always have been a big fan of Cacturne. I feel like he would get a really sweet mega, and if you are following Project Azurite on Twitter, or if you go to projectazurite.com, you can actually check out the custom mega that they did for the fan game over there. It's pretty cool. It's a scarecrow. A lot of people think it's some crazy stuff. It's just a scarecrow, but it's cool. Anyway, we're gonna move on to number 2 now, because I try to do these a little bit faster now. Number 2 is Hydragun, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, Hydragun is kind of like awesome. How do I put this? Let's read his dex description, shall we? Hydragun believes that anything that moves is its opponent. Okay, already it's kind of crazy. Viciously attacking with its 3 heads. The heads on their arms do not have brains. So one central brain controls 3 heads. They use all 3 heads to consume and destroy everything. This scary 3-headed Pokemon devours everything in its path. This thing will destroy you. It will destroy you. That's all it does, is just straight up destroy you. It's got sock puppet hands, and they're shooting laser beams while its main head is plotting, thinking about how it's gonna friggin' devour you. This thing is cool. It's cool. It's about 6 feet tall. I'm assuming this is either, I don't know, because they do this with birds. They do the wingspan. So I'm not sure if it's 5 feet actually by wingspan, or if it's 5 feet tall. If it is 5 feet tall, does it include the tail thing? I mean, it doesn't have feet. Does it? It doesn't have feet. They're like little tufts of fur. I guess it just slithers. It's like a bird thing. It's so cool. This is such a mix-up from the typical normal boring dragon. He's just really interesting to me. His wings look badass. He's got like these Giratina wings going on. He's like flapping around. It's crazy. He's super cool. I just honestly, Hydragun is one of my probably top 30 favorite Pokemon of all time. So we're gonna move on to the honorable mention. Now, just like last time, this honorable mention isn't actually a Pokemon. We have Monster, who is a dark type. Now, Majin was a dark type as well, but I tried to avoid using ghost types in this because, I mean, we did top 5 ghost types last time. So, I mean, a lot of them were mostly dark type anyway, but like Sableye, or not Sableye, like Spiritomb and stuff would probably be in here if it weren't for him being in the last one. But you know, it's whatever. Because this really gets me to show off my other top 5s, like my favorites of all time in a different area. Anyway, honorable mention is Monster, and he deserves this honorable mention because he's crazy. Now he's from Pokestar Studios, and he is a monster that is from the Red Mist. Now he controls these weaker little humanoid red monsters, but they're all normal type. Now he's a dark type, and the reason he's actually a dark type is because he has a type advantage over your given Pokemon in Pokestar Studios, which is Sigilyph, because the other ones are just normal type, and they all have the same stats. They all have 100 across the board, so basically it's just kind of like he just had to have this like powerful overage over you. He's very, I mean, they all have 100 across the board. Every Pokestar Studio, I'm pretty sure, has 100 across the board, so that's pretty interesting. But it's cool. He looks cool, right? Look at his picture. Look at his sprite. I didn't put the sprite over there for Majin, and I should have. And I was gonna do the animated, but then I decided that might be weird, and I don't even know if it would work properly in XSplit. But anyway, he has a cool sprite. Basically, he's this monster rising from the darkness with these tentacles. He's essentially a tentacle monster, and like, that's pretty much what he is. It's a tentacle monster. I felt like he was pretty cool, pretty deserving of maybe an honorable mention, just because he's crazy. I just realized that the Dex description actually gave away who the #1 person was. Being Malamar, I decided I would segue right into there because I didn't even realize that I didn't edit the Dex description, and that's kind of embarrassing. But hopefully maybe none of you read the Dex description. I'm sure none of you are actually able to read. So, #1 is Malamar. That was a nice, clean segue. Kind of gave it away already in the honorable mention. Well, we'll just keep on tugging along here anyway. Malamar is the #1, and the reason he's #1 is for a number of reasons. Now, in the anime, I haven't watched most of the 6th Gen anime, but I do know he appears several times. In one of the episodes I have seen, he controls Officer Jenny and makes her into this Madame X, who seems like Madame X is controlling the Malamar, but then you realize Malamar is controlling. Malamar has hypnotic powers that can let it control anything's mind and essentially just make you do whatever he wants. And these Malamar in the anime, now there's nice Malamar as well, there's helpful Malamar, but these Malamar are psychopathic. And they're just crazy Malamar. I mean, he evolves from Inkay by turning him upside down. You have to turn your 3DS upside down. That's already pretty interesting in my eyes. And then you look at Malamar, and this thing, it's an upside down Inkay, which is already the coolest part about it. It's got a bird beak. I mean, it's a squid, so obviously, but I'm just saying, like, this thing's crazy. It's not even a water type. Yeah, it's in Egg Group Water 1 and Water 2. It's so cool. It's just really cool to me, Calamanero. And look at this second part of its Dex description. It lures prey close with hypnotic motions. Feeling me so far. Hypnotic motions. Well, then it wraps its tentacles around it before finishing it off with the digestive fluids. That's pretty intense. It's trying to finish you off with them digestive fluids. Using the tentacles, this sounds like a weird Japanese wet dream. It's basically a tentacle monster and digestive fluids. That's like Vor. I don't know if Vor is actually digestive fluids, but it's all kinds of crazy hentai stuff going on right here. And I just feel like he's really interesting to me. I couldn't find any good artwork really, and there wasn't a lot of fan art of Malamar, surprisingly. So I used mostly anime. This is TCG art. This is some anime art we got going in here. I wanted to find art that kind of portrayed the past few arts. Like, most of these were all in the general same style. Most of them from All Over 1, 2, and then one from Mark 331. But these were just anime. I had to steal them from the anime. But anyway, I feel like Malamar is super beautiful, and that was weird. And I don't know. I just really like Malamar. I feel like Malamar is awesome, and you should always love Malamar. Anyway, thank you for watching. I would really enjoy seeing your own top 5 favorite dark types in the comment section below. All image stuff, which are the credits, will be down in the description. You can find both their DeviantArts, even though they're right below the images on the page, as well as the thumbnail if you were interested in that. Anyway, I look forward to seeing your top 5s. Thank you for watching this Dark Types. Basically, I'm sorry that the honorable mention ruined it, if that did ruin it for you. If you didn't notice the Dex description, good for you. I'm proud for you for not being observant. And this is all we got. Was this top 5. Now, I know we haven't had videos. Supreme Randomizer, a lot of people looking forward to that. It's been like not here because of all this stuff. Now, I can't open Photoshop. I can't open Vegas, which is all very annoying, sad halts. Now, I am going to actually redo everything on my PC, so I will be able to hopefully get that up and running. Planning on by Wednesday, which is also when I get internet, so I won't have to like use phone internet to upload this, which it will be great. I really don't want to use phone internet, but basically, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your continued support while we are currently in this transitional period. If the echo has been bad, I'm sorry. This is, again, it's pretty empty. I am getting shelving for in here. I'm going to get some wall panels so the echo kind of, the reverb goes down a little bit. But more importantly than anything, I want to get a green screen, which is going to be awesome for Poke News. I will be recording Poke News with in my new studio tomorrow, so look forward to that. You guys will just get the normal background, not the green screen, but you know. And also, I'm excited. I'm excited. This studio is going to be really cool. We're going to start streaming all the time, stuff like that. Sorry for all this little personal stuff if you're not even like from my channel and you're just looking for top 5 favorite dark types. These are my top 5 favorite dark types. Thank you for watching. Leave your own top 5 down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Would be like probably like 99% appreciated and 1% love. Wow, that sounds terrible. 100% loved, 100% appreciated. I love you. I appreciate you for leaving a like on this video, as well as telling me your own top 5. I am interested in your top 5. Now, I know dark types aren't as common. A top 5 water type would probably be like, because like there's so many water types, but they're mostly fish that I don't care about. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I really need to learn how to end videos. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for your continued support while I'm in this transitional period. Thank you again for existing. You are the best ever, and I love you, and goodbye. And thank you for just being there. You guys are awesome. You guys are really awesome. So yes, thank you for being awesome. I'm trying to end this video, and I can't bring myself to do it, man. But I love you guys. Leave a like, leave your top 5. Goodbye forever.